So this is drawing 11 continued. We are up to the point now where we're in SketchUp and we're working on the D model. And we've drawn everything sort of consistent with the outer edges, but we need to cut these rounded corners. So I'm using the top view from my orthographic version of this, and I'm going to draw in some little measuring lines. So I'm going from the midpoint in this way, 1 unit, which is 1 grid, and then spacebar ends the tool, and then I'm going to use it again over here from the midpoint in 1 grid, and spacebar ends the tool. Now I'm going to grab a circle, and I'm just going to put a circle right there where it belongs, the center point on that edge, on that point of the line, and the radii coming out to the edge of the object. So, and then spacebar ends the tool. So now we can use the push-pull, hopefully, to eliminate some of this extra stuff we have here. So I'm going to start off by getting rid of the layout lines. Push-pull, and select just this one surface, just that little bit right there. Use your shift and your middle mouse button together in SketchUp. You get a pan, and this is the middle mouse wheel all by itself. SketchUp has its own little control system. Now this back corner we're leaving as a sharp edge like that. And we can get rid of any little extra lines that we see that don't belong. And sometimes SketchUp leaves a few things. SketchUp will leave a few things hanging out there to clean up. Now we need to clean up the extra parts of this circle too. So we only want that visible edge. And, oh, we didn't quite get the back of this closed. So that's that back corner. So now SketchUp can complete all the surfaces. And sometimes I can't tell if that bottom is there or not, but see, if I use the push-pull and I hover over it, I can see that there is a surface there. So I'm going to want to push-pull that. So that's the way it should look in SketchUp. Now you can hide, if you go to Edit, you can hide certain things, and first you select it. So like I don't really want to see those lines. I have to have them there because SketchUp needs them to draw the model, but I can go to Edit and hide them. And so I'm just going to do that little cleanup business. I have to select the object first. And sometimes I forget some of this stuff, but practice makes perfect. Click on it. If I can I click a group? Yeah, I can click a group. You can get all 3 of those by using the shift click to add to the selection group, and then go to the edit and go to hide. Now, a nice clean surface. This one is good. That one is good because that's where there's an angle point there. Looks good. So now we can put it into sort of official ISO view, and I actually like that zooming just fine. So we can just go to our file, export 2D graphic, and we'll go over here and call this one insert work 8. That's what I call the other one. Object. This is D. Export. Alrighty, so now we're done in SketchUp. You can save your drawing for later or close it. And we're going to come back into this. This drawing here is what we want to see now. And we already have object A, SketchUp graphic in there. So we can just make sure we're on layer. Go back over here to our layer on layer 0. And we're going to do, I always forget we're doing this differently in here. Doing this insert, attach. There's my object B. Open. And we'll take all that the way it is. Use that as my point. 1 is a scale. And then I can group edit this down. You have to get it within the boundaries of that box. And sometimes it's a little trial and error to get that to fit just right. But it does it. Looks nice. So we're going to check out our printing setup. So we have you might have some other stuff visually cluttering this drawing right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase all of this extra reference material so that we can center just that part in our layout. And now I have to make sure that I'm in my viewport. So I'm clicking, I'm using my left mouse button and I'm trying to click in there. So double click in there, I get my XY bar. That means I'm in model space, and then I can do zoom, extents, and but you'll see it didn't do anything. And that was because I used this drawing before and I had locked the viewport. So let's try it again. Zoom, that's enter, and then E, enter. And we see that it seems to think there's some trash. And that's not impossible considering what I was doing. So there's another way. I could do zoom, and then I could just zoom just this window. And that's another way to zoom. And it avoids worrying about trash that's too small to worry about. And now, though, I want to print at 1:1, so scaled down to 1:1, but now you'll see it's got a nice even border all the way around. And we can go ahead and put that lock back on. And once you've done your editing on your title in Paperspace, now we're back in Paperspace, you can edit all these. It's ready to print. And if you are trying to make a PDF of this to upload, you go to print, your drawing is probably going to be looking at the Lab 105 printer, and just switch that over to well, anything that is a PDF, but my setup has this Microsoft Print PDF, and then it'll still be using your plot file, so it'll look just like you want it to look, but it will be printed to a PDF. And you can just say OK to that. And you'll see it makes a new PDF, and we'll call this drawing 11. We'll call it Rev 2. Now I have my PDF.